The simplest relationship we can define between two variables is a linear one. The graph of a linear equation is a straight line and is characterized by the equation y equals mx plus b, the point-slope formula, where m and b are constants representing the slope and y-intercept respectively. In the following example, we will derive the linear supply and demand functions, then use them to determine the equilibrium quantity and market clearing price. When homemade pies at the farmer's market sell for $4, local bakers offer 200 pies for sale each week. For each increase of 10 cents in the selling price, 5 pies are supplied to the farmer's market for up to 500 pies per week. When pies sell for $10 each, 100 people will buy them each week at the market. For each decrease of 30 cents in the selling price, another 10 pies are sold. We want to determine the supply and demand functions based on this information and then use them to find the equilibrium quantity and market clearing price. So we're told that when the pies sell for $4, the bakers will supply 200 pies. This corresponds to the point Q comma P, which equals 200 comma 4. Then we're told that for each increase in 10 cents in the selling price, 5 pies are supplied to the market. This gives the slope. M, in this case, is the change in the price over the change in the quantity. We have an increase in 10 cents per 5 pies. So this gives 2 cents per pie. Plugging in 0.02 for M, we get P equals 0.02 Q plus B. Now we can use the point to determine B. We find that B equals 0, and so the supply function is P equals 0.02 Q, and the domain of this function is between 0 and 500 because at most 500 pies can be supplied each week. Similarly, we derive the demand function. When pies sell for $10 each, 100 customers will buy them each week. This gives the point Q comma P, which equals 100 comma 10. Then for each decrease of 30 cents in the selling price, another 10 pies are sold. This corresponds to the slope. Plugging this in for M, we get P equals negative 0.03 Q plus B. Then using the point, we can solve for B. We get B equals 13. And so the demand function is given by P equals negative 0.03 Q plus 13. Again, the domain is between 0 and 500. We know from economics that supply is an upward sloping curve. And this is consistent with what we got, the slope of 0.02, which was positive. And its intercept, p-intercept, is at 0. So it starts at the origin and slopes up. Demand is downward sloping and starts at 13. Where they intersect is called the equilibrium quantity and market clearing price. Algebraically, to find the equilibrium quantity, we set supply equal to demand and we solve for Q. So doing this, we get that Q equals 260 pies per week. To determine the market clearing price, we plug this quantity into either supply or demand. It does not matter which one, you'll get the same answer. So we plug 260 in for Q in the supply curve to get $5.20 as the market clearing price.